Hello friends, welcome back to Home English, and those who not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Today I am going to review a book, The Alchemist of Paulo Coelho. This book was published in 1988 and these books have been sold more than 20 million copies all over the world, and this book is available in different languages. This book is very short of 163 pages, but it is extremely interesting story. Really, this book left a big impression on me. If you read it once, you couldn't sleep full night. You will wait anxiously that what next. So this book is incredible, fantastic and inspirational story that told very tenderly, that told very hilariously and craftily by Paulo Coelho. So I request and I forward a request to you, please take this book and read it once, especially to actualize your dream and to produce your productivity, to create your creativity and everything. This book will help you to find your dream, to find your purpose. The theme of this book is that we give up on our dreams too easily, but yet the whole universe, this world, is ready to help us to fulfill them. And the sub-theme of this book is follow your heart. Don't do what you want, but do what your heart is want. So my friends, for more details, watch this video and review it with its story and some lessons that I got from this book. So watch it and subscribe my channel, Home English.
Santiago was a shepherd. He always loves to explore the world. Decided to visit Tarifa, where he once visited before, hoping that he could see the vivacious daughter of merchant. But it's become dark before he reaches the village. Then there he saw a church. He kept his old ships in the church and himself slept under a sycamore tree. In his sleeps, he saw a dream that a child takes him to the pyramid and said that here is your treasure. Then he got up shakily and he was confused about his dream. Then he realized that in Tarifa there is an old woman who can interpret my dreams. He went to the old woman and told her everything about his dream. Old woman said, I will tell you, but in return you have to give me 1/10 of your treasure if you find it. Santiago agreed in her deal, and then old woman said, you have to go to the pyramid, there you will get many treasure and that will make you very rich. Santiago became very angry for her illogical interpretation and he went away from there. He goes to a nearby market. There, the king of Salem, Melchizedek, approaches to him and said, I can help you to find your treasure. And also the king of Salem inspired him, saying that if anybody wants something from their heart, then all the universe conspire to help you to achieve it. And the king said that he has to go to Africa. Santiago brought a ticket for Africa, sending his all the ships. Next day, the old man sends him Africa one ships. When he arrived Tangier, he was robbed by some thieves. Here, the Santiago felt himself in miserable loneliness because he lost his money, he lost his ships and everything for the treasure. There, he sees a merchant shops. He went there and tell that he can clean the glasses in return of food. Merchant offered him jobs, and in a few days, the shops get developed for his new innovations and ideas of selling tea. Santiago got sufficient money from the shops that he can return his village and can buy double ships. But his dreams not let him to give up his dreams. Next day, he joins a caravan for Egypt. There he meets with the Englishman who was in search of 200-year-old alchemist who can turn lead into the gold. Both searched, but at last a beautiful girl named Fatima helped them and told them that alchemist lives in the south of Oasis. Englishman went to the alchemist and asked the secret of turning lead into gold. Alchemist said, "Have you ever tried to do it?" The Englishman said, "No." Then alchemist said, "Go and try it." Here, the Santiago falls in the love of Fatima and he used to visit her every day near the well. Now, Santiago began to understand the language of deserts. Once he sees the two eagles is fighting each other. Seeing this, a vision came to him that enemy is about to attack the village. He went to the chief of village and said him everything. Then the chief of village said, "If your visions came wrong, then you will be killed by your hands." Truly, next day some enemies came and attacked the village, but the villagers won because they were ready to defeat them. For this event, the chief of village became very happy on Santiago and offered him 50 gold coins and made him the counselor of village. Now Santiago decided to return his village because he has money, he has job in crystal merchant, he has love that is more precious than his treasure. But his dreams not let him to give up and return his village. Next day, Santiago went to Fatima and told her everything about his dreams. Fatima said that true love would never stop to find your treasure. I will wait you till you are return. You can go and you can find your treasure. Next, both Santiago and Alchemist met and began their journey to Egypt. Alchemist teaches him the principle of philosophies and alchemy. As they moved ahead, some people captured them. Then the alchemist gave them the 50 gold coins of Santiago, and to get rescues from them, he said that Santiago can turn himself into wine in 3 days. Then Santiago became very upset and sad because he don't know how to turn himself into the wine. Alchemist said, if you uproot the fear of failure and death, and if you try to understand the language of deserts, you can do it. Last day, Santiago started to understand the language of deserts and seeks help from sun, wind, sand and everything, and succeeded in turning himself into a huge storm. Seeing this, the people left them alone. Then they start their journey again and reached to a monk monastery. From this place, both Santiago and Alchemist separated and starts their journey alone to the Egypt. As he reached to the pyramids, he started digging the pyramid with his shovel. While he was digging the pyramid, some people came to him and snatched his wall money and beat him ferociously. Then Santiago told them about his dream of treasure. Then one man came to him and said, "You are so stupid, because 2 years before I had a same recurrent dream that I have to go to Spain and look for a church. There is a shepherd is sleeping under a sycamore tree, but I am not so stupid to cross an entire desert for just a recurrent dream." Santiago got up shakily and he burst out into joy because his treasure is nowhere but in Spain. He goes back to Spain and starts digging the ground. He got many gold coins, and according to his promise, he gave 1/10 of treasure to the old woman, and he went for Fatima and started a good life. And from here, our story is ending.
So my friends, I want to give you some lessons that I got from this book. The first lesson is that your treasure is there where you are. but you need to go ahead and you need to go out to find it. And the second one is never stop moving. In our journey, in our life, there will be several difficulties, there will be several challenges in our life. In this story, Santiago faced many problems and many difficulties from thieves, but he never stopped moving, but he kept going forward for his dreams. So my friends, we shouldn't give up and we should stop our moving. I'm still remembering the quotation of Martin Luther King that if you can't fly on the sky, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But don't stop moving. And the third one is don't fear to fail, because failure is the pillar of success. And the fourth one is that live in present. Live in present. Don't think about your past. Don't think about your future. Don't cry for the event that happened in past, but try to do and try to understand your current situation. Try to understand the present, what is happening now. Don't think about your future and don't cry about your past, but do what you want in your present. So my friends, hope you like this video. If you like this video, then give us a thumbs up, and I hope that you understand this book, and please take it and read this book once. Definitely it will helpful for you. So my friends, that's for today. Subscribe my channel, Home English.